Welcome back to the news at 10. Now, we have some photos that were sent into our Eyewitness portal and we'll share with you in a minute.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Let's begin with this photo. Where is it? Ah, there it is, showing people waiting to use an automated teller machine, which appears to have developed a fault in Kafanchan area of Kaduna State. Our Eyewitness reporter describes this as a frustrating situation. The next photo was sent in from Benin City, the Edo State capital, and it shows a vehicle trying to make its way through this flooded road. Also from Benin City in Edo State is this one showing potholes on this bad road. Our Eyewitness reporter wants the state authorities to fix it quickly. The next one shows these young men standing at the back of a truck loaded with building blocks, and it was sent in from Lekki area in Lagos. Our Eyewitness reporter is asking motorists to be safety conscious. Finally, we have this photo from Surulere in Lagos. It shows school children fetching water still in their school uniforms. Our Eyewitness reporter wants children to focus on learning during school hours.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Thanks for all your photos. Do keep them coming. Business activities have resumed in full swing at the Mile 12 market as it reopens to the public after it was shut down by the Lagos State government over the agility crisis which rocked the area earlier this month. A visit to the market shows that the truckloads of perishables were returning while buying and selling was going on smoothly. The government's decision to reopen the market followed some agreements reached between them and the market leaders. Let's take some business news for the day. Now, here's Anne Waudu.
You first. First Bank.
Hello and welcome to Business News. The Federal Ministry of Finance says it is strengthening the capacity of the post-mortem sub-panel of the Federation Account Allocation Committee. A press statement from the ministry explains that the action was taken in order to improve accountability, reconciliation and transparency on revenue accruable to the Federation account. According to the statement, the oversight of the ministry has helped to limit unreconciled differences, a move aimed at easing the tasks of the subcommittee's independent financial analysts. The subcommittee was set up at the last FARC meeting with the aim of plugging leakages and reporting deficiencies observed in revenue-generating agencies. The Department of Petroleum Resources has been advised to come up with clearer policies on liquefied petroleum gas refill plants. According to a gas expert, Mr. Ken Abaze, speedy approval of LPG pumps installation in existing fuel stations will help facilitate wider acceptance of LPG for cooking.
Now, the DPR have not come out to streamline, have not come out straight in what they want to do on the regulation on planting of LPG stations in petrol filling stations as we speak now. And that's how you have it. Some people have it of this capacity, some people have a small capacity, some people are not even getting the right to even plant at all. And so we need that regulation streamlined and acceptable so that people who are investing in that will be able to have a direction. A clear direction in the policies is what we are asking for. But because we believe is a one way of multiplying refill plants instead of going to start establishing full-blown filling stations, LPG stations around.
Another listed leading cement producer, Ashaka Cement, today announced disappointing earnings in the 2015 financial period. Ashaka Cement, based in the northwest town of Ashaka, reports a revenue fall of 17.4 billion naira last year from 21.1 billion recorded in the same period of 2014. Net profit saw a 1.2 billion fall in the 12 months to December 2015 at 2.7 billion naira, and that's against 4.5 billion naira a year earlier. Ashaka Cement says its pre-tax profit declines from 5.2 billion naira in 2014 to 3.2 billion in the past financial year. Industries in Nigeria were faced with severe foreign exchange supply shortages last year, including difficulties of power outages, months of petrol product scarcity, and rising operating expenses in a year of electoral transition. The Nigerian equities market ended the week on a very bright note, with a key broad index appreciating further by 0.06%. Bisi Adebayo tells us more.
Hello and welcome to the stock market reports. The Nigerian equities market ended the week on a bright note as the key broad index appreciated further by 0.06% to 25,694.79. Market capitalization remained at 8.83 trillion naira. Investors exchanged 222.24 million shares valued at 1.89 billion naira in 3,558 deals. Bank stocks continue to dominate on the volume chart as seen in the shares of Guaranty Trust Bank, Zenith Bank and Access Bank. Percentage-wise, Law Union was the day's top gainer with over 9%. It was followed by Honeywell Flour and Nigerian Breweries with 5.19% and 5% respectively. On the flip side, Dangote Sugar, Seplat and Livestock were the top three losers for this session. That ends the stock market reports. I am Bisi Adebayo.
And major markets across the globe ended the week in the green also. Let's take a quick look at the figures. That's a wrap in business news. Thank you for watching. I'm Anne Nwawado. The rest of the news at 10 continues with Ijoma.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Anne. Infrastructure development, consistent policies, access to trade finance, and the promotion of appropriate exchange rate policies by the government are just some of the factors that could support non-oil export in Nigeria. These suggestions were put forward at the 3rd Zenith Bank International Trade Seminar with the theme Exporting for Growth, Opportunities in Non-Oil Export.
In the export sector.
Policymakers, thought leaders, exporters and bankers are in this hall to deliberate on practical ways on how best to pull Nigeria's economy into recovery from its present vulnerable state through opportunities in non-oil exports. Behind this international trade seminar is Zenith Bank PLC.
The goal of this year's Zenith Bank International Trade Seminar is to escalate the tone of the conversation around non-oil exports. We have high hopes that policy and on-ground reality will blend to deliver far-reaching solutions. Exporting companies.
Panel discussions and paper presentations identified the various products and growth prospects, such as agro-industrial and mining-related products, and also challenges facing exports, which include market access, competitiveness, and inadequate capacity to cope with the strenuous demands of the international markets.
The Nigerian exporter is literally on his own. So government people need to help us. It is the SMEs actually that will drive what we are talking about.
CBN is partnering with Nexim with two new export financing initiatives. The export discounting and refinancing facility and the non-oil export simulation facility to boost investment in the non-oil sector.
In rounding up, I want to say that the banks need to help us. And for putting this together, please can we give Zenith a round of applause?
Diversifying the economy is not just about words, but concrete actions from all stakeholders.
As a bank, we have decided to make it a top priority to improve the conditions that directly affect the ability of our clients to export, such as monetary easing by assisting with financing that is needed for exports.
The management of Zenith Bank PLC adds that the bank will do more to help manufacturers, farmers and entrepreneurs to promote self-made in Nigeria products and services to the benefit of the country's economy.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Spanish rivals Barcelona and Atletico Madrid to clash in the quarter-final of the UEFA Champions League, Paris Saint-Germain to take on Manchester City. That's on sports. Please stay with us.